A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Zips' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The give to the back. Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's already got 46 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started.
And a big run for this offense. I tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season, and that will do it. Nice explosive play by this offense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Talking to their coaches, they said we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Hokies! They put their first points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. The Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. Can't get him to the ground. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Zips are in the hurry-up. Third down play from the gun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lynch. Breaks into the open. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Zips in a good spot here with second and short. Holds and fires it complete to the right. Got it out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Zips have it with a first and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. On target. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Guys, let's chat about Akron. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that, might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play.
Touchdown, Zips! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Cherry. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Fire into the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. And he throws down the gun of the defense. It's incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
He now has 79 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Rides to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Punts it out of the air. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run it from the gun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He makes the grab. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete on the right side. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Zips come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The Zips will have it 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Using his feet to buy time. And he's got it inside the 35.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Rushes on him. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash.
Just one more.
Oh, no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's reeled in. It's Cherry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
The Hokies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, oh man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Sends it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's got the 1st down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Under fire. Can't make the connection, in the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And and the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hines is back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on 2nd down. Steps away. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Between the uprights, it's good. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Callaway. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down.
Gringo. 42 Spider. 4-2's longer.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And as a quarterback, too, after throwing picks, you just got to find completions to get the good mojo going, right, in the very next drive. So he's getting to that right away. He's like, look, it's not open downfield. Where's my running back? I'm in the pocket. I can see him easy. Spit it out to him. Let's get some of those good vibes going again.
And the Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Zips are rolling down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Use the play fake, now to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. On the move. Oh, it's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Zips pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It'll be a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got his man on the right.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback.
Touchdown, Akron! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. BYU was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Cougars performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Going right and going deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
He's got it. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion from the back. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Wants to keep it in the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
Dances away. And the defense picks up a set. Getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Snagged out of the air. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Dumps it to the back. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
That's now the second missed field goal for this guy, and you have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it on the outside. It's Fox. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Back to pass on second down. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking downfield on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's Cherry. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Flips it out in the flat. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Holds and fires complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Zips will hustle to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Quarterback making checks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped at the 41, but gave him 10 on that play.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
And the Zips are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires left. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Callaway. Touchdown, Zips. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the end?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 18 over the Stallions. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're
Turning it on! He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes a connection. It brings him to the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. Ready, go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Lynch.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Going to swing it on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at him. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On third down, he drops the throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it